First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Taken in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Play action, they'll throw. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought, well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
First and goal.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 41 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
on 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And some room to roam now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
And the Vikings 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. That catch good for only a couple. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Bears nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot. Went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
26-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Santos.
The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Vikings.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of
that one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. Short throw to Smith. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll run with Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
On the play. It's 4th.
They'll try and throw for it here. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
The tackle made.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by Montgomery. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll roll him out right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Bears draw a bit closer. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Bears 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The kick is good.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken
a good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Handoff to Barkley on the option. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have the Bears first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll go to Barkley again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's 4th down.
Back to throw here. He'll buy some time right. And Robinson with a big catch. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Barkley, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the lead. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football, he does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called. And then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Flush to his right. Over the middle to Smith. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Back to throw now on 1st down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Eluding the pressure right. And Cook has it left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
19 yards there on the catch and run. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
28 all.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Again, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They try again with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Vikings 35, Bears 28.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now Saquon Barkley.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case,
this is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards.
At the 10-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Another costly turnover there, 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing? It's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it. After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason.